Yes, that's right. Once again, I'm back in the living room. I know that I said I would be recording throughout different areas in the house, but what can I say? Tonight I'm feeling lazy. The couch is here, I've got the tripod. As you can see, the camera's not moving, and both my hands are free. So, folks, what I wanted to touch on was two things. The first thing I wanted to touch on was something I had mentioned in my last video. For those of you that didn't watch the last video, what I told people was, in a previous video to that one, that I had an event that happened in my life that was kind of confusing, a little exciting, a little scary for me. And that until I heard more about it, I wasn't going to say anything because I didn't want any rumors or any misunderstandings to happen. Well, I did get contacted. The event that I'm referring to, of course, is the one of the co-producers of The Fizz, which is a show on DirecTV on the 101 on DirecTV. I know I said that twice. He approached me at the after party after the San Francisco gathering and insisted he really wanted me to be involved in The Fizz, and he really liked what he saw, and he really wanted me to be a part of it, and would I be willing to go on The Fizz and do work with him, and yada 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 yada. And at the time, and I don't know if I had mentioned this in the last video, but at the time I had explained to him that my video style is different from other people's because I don't do planned material. Everything I do is off the cuff. It's all stream of consciousness, whatever happens to be on the top of my head. Granted, there are some subject matters that I will be hit with earlier in the day, like I'll be listening to the radio or watching the news or reading a newspaper, and I'll see something that will make me think, wow, that, and I have an opinion about that, and I want to express it. But other than that, I don't have this stuff scripted. I don't read off of I don't have a teleprompter underneath the camera feeding me what I'm supposed to say. Everything I say, it comes out of me the moment I say it. So I explained that, and he told me, oh yeah, that's what we want. We want stream of consciousness. We're looking to do this. So because of that, I was like, all right, yeah, good to go. After talking to Alex at the Fizz, he basically gave me subjects to talk about. He's like, here are these video clips. Talk about these video clips. And after 70 or 80 takes, couldn't do it. I couldn't. I tried and I tried. I'm not kidding. When I say that 70 or 80 takes, I'm not kidding. I wasted 45 minutes of tape just trying to get out an idea that it wasn't my idea. This was somebody else's idea that I was just trying to comment on. And yes, I have opinions, and all of my opinions are based on events, circumstances, and situations that are other people's thing. But I come across them on my own. I don't have somebody feeding them to me, and then I have to comment. I don't work like that. That's not my thing. So after trying several times to make a thing and coming up with two, subpar, mediocre bits, I turned them in and I sent Alex an email that basically said, listen man, I really appreciate the opportunity that you gave me. I really feel that, the Fizz is an exciting thing. I think that this is a huge, huge thing, and I'd really love to be a part of it, but this isn't working out for me. I can't do this. I can't create on somebody else's dime. I can't just start going off on stuff that somebody else wants me to go off on. If it isn't natural, and it doesn't come to me naturally, then it's not going to work. I have a level of integrity when it comes to this kind of stuff. I'm honest about everything that I say and what I feel. And if I'm doing something that I don't feel about, it's dishonest. So for all of you, and I say all of you and the others, I know there's only 3 of you and 2 of you who just happen to stumble across this video context, I'm probably not going to be on the Fizz, on the news, unless they let me have, free creative license with my stuff, which I seriously doubt. But they're romancing a bunch of different people on YouTube, so my face is just one in a crowd. I just happen to be there. I'm sure after the YouTube thing in New York, which is the second topic I'd like to touch on, they'll have a bunch of new people that are going to want to romance, and then you'll have a bunch of faces of people up on there. So Alex and everybody at the Direct 101, if you do in fact see this, I appreciate the fact that you guys gave me the opportunity to do it. I'm sorry that I wasn't able to produce, but it wasn't on the grounds that I was most comfortable with. And it's a big opportunity that I'm messing up, I know, but I'm sorry. I can't do it. Now, the second thing that I wanted to touch on is the New York gathering. We did a show, Wingspans Radio, me and Mark Pipistrello, for those of you that don't know. We have a show on Stickam called Wingspans Radio every Friday, 8 to 9 Pacific Standard Time, 11 to 12 Eastern Standard Time, and 4 to 5 a.m. GMT on Saturday mornings in Britain. It's on Fridays, by the way. But last week, because Pip had to go, he's on a cruise, he wanted to do it in the middle of the day, and he had this thing he really wanted to talk about. He really wanted to talk about the YouTube gathering in New York City and Philadelphia and all the controversy that surrounds it. Well, this thing has really kind of gotten out of hand. At first I didn't know much about it because I'm not going to be able to make it to the YouTube thing in New York. I can't afford it. I'm unemployed right now. I was laid off of work last week, and there's no way in hell I'm going to be able to generate the money for an airline ticket to New York City, and I'm sure as fuck not taking a bus. I spent 12 days of my life on a Greyhound bus. I'm never going to do it again. Anyway, he's talking about this, and at the time I had no idea. I was just like, okay, I know there's some people that are unhappy because they wanted to be one thing, and nobody knows what's going on. It's all this confusion. So after we did the show with Naltz and Podcasting 101, Corey, Mr. Safety, didn't show up. I guess he was busy. I don't know. I didn't talk to him. Mark was the one that extended the invitation. I don't know what to tell you. Maybe he didn't want to be there. Maybe he didn't feel it was worth his time. Maybe he was caught up doing contract negotiations. I don't know. I'm not the guy. Anyway, after the show, Naltz and Podcasting 101, Paul, cleared the air with a lot of stuff that they were concerned about. They answered some questions from the people in the audience, and basically just what I felt was, enlighten people and educated them on the current circumstance and what the truth was. Well, it turns out that during that show, a conversation had happened behind the scenes in another part of the world, where they decided they were going to cancel the the Philadelphia gathering and just make it New York as the official As One YouTube gathering. Well, that started a feeding frenzy of division. People started forming camps of people that, they were for, hey, this is great, the As One thing is going to be everybody, we've put it all together in one group, we aren't going to have two meetings, and a group of people unhappy because a decision was made and nobody was consulted. Certain people made the decision, and now there's, a select committee that somebody voted for. You know what, I'm a member of this community, no one asked me, I'm not going there, but I'm still a member of the community, just like all of you are. Nobody asked you if you wanted this community to be put together. The argument being that with an event like this, you need to have somebody take charge so they can be organized. Well, you know what I say? In an event like this, all you have to do is say, hey folks, we're going to meet at this location. If you want to turn it into something bigger, then it's no longer originally what it is. When we met at Pier 39, nobody said, okay folks, we're going to meet at Pier 39, and then we're going to do this, and we're going to do that. Corey tried to, but in the end, everybody was just there to hang out and have a good time. Nobody did any events. Nobody did the nifty stuff that was planned. Everybody hung out and had a good time. And in my mind, that's how the gathering should go. But I'm getting off track. This thing in New York City is really, really getting out of hand. And I don't mean the fact that there's going to be a gathering. I mean the way that the gathering is being put together, all the people that are being involved, the people that are making the official decisions. It doesn't make any goddamn sense to me. As far as I'm concerned, this kind of thing should be about the YouTube users. It shouldn't be about how many sponsors we can get, how much money can be generated from this, because this is not about a financial circumstance. This is about the community coming together and being able to meet each other person to person to person. If I could go to New York, I'd do it. I hate the fucking city, but I would go there specifically for the purpose of meeting YouTubers, of meeting people with a similar interest, of meeting people whose work I may enjoy or I've never heard of before. The exact reason I went to San Francisco, besides just to go see if it was all a bunch of fucking bullshit. So you got these two distinct groups. Now you got a group calling themselves the YouTube Rejects, and those are the people that want to just make YouTube YouTube gathering about the people. And then you got the YouTube As One group, which is apparently the popular kids, as one side is labeled, the other, and I don't fucking know. The point is, people, you need to get your heads out of your fucking asses. You really need to come back to the point of what this is about. It's about the community. It is not about the sponsorship. It is not about the A-listers. It's not about how many big-name people you can pull into this. It is about the people that make YouTube what it is. The people. Yes, the people are going to need a reason to go there. If it's not enough of a reason to meet other people, then they don't show. Okay, big fucking deal. The people that want to meet other people and the people that want to take an active part in this community are the people that this is about. Everybody who's a part of the YouTube community, those people that don't make videos, the people that comment, the people that just watch, what have you, all of you are a part of the community. Which means you all have a right to go to this thing. But that's what it should be about. It should be about you. It should be about you enjoying yourself. It should be about you meeting other people. It should be about you checking out the city of New York. You've never been there, with some people that you have a similar interest with, that you watch their video, that you're friends with because you talk to them on Stickam. What the fuck ever. It should be about you. And that's the thing that I think is lost here. So Corey, Mr. Safety, and all of you guys at the As One gathering, you're moving away from what this is about. I understand that you have your own motivations. I understand that you have your own machinations going on. But the simple fact of the matter is, if it isn't for this community, you wouldn't have anything to base it on. If it wasn't for the people that were going to this, you wouldn't have anything to base it on. Need I remind you of San Francisco and the words that you said? It's about these people that are here. It is about the people that have come together and made this event what it is. Without these people, there would be no event. And that needs to be reinforced and reminded. You need to be reminded of the fact that there are people that are not here for marketing. There are people that are not here for advertising. There are people that are not here for revenue. There are people that are here for people. And it's important that is reinforced. I'm not going to the New York thing. I don't have a direct investment except for the fact that I'm a part of this community, and watching the community separate, divide, and attack each other is kind of, I don't want to watch that. It's turning into a civil war, and this is only going to get worse if the lines keep getting drawn and people keep moving in the direction that they're directing, the directions that they're going. Then it's going to separate. It's going to break apart. It's going to destroy what we've all built. And I think that you all are old enough and smart enough and mature enough and intelligent enough and concerned enough to not want to see that happen. So come together, folks. It's not about as one. It's not about the YouTube rejects. It's about the YouTube community. As far as I'm concerned, get rid of the fucking title. Put up one video. We're going to meet in New York City on 7/7/7. Be there. And that's it. And then as the weeks get closer, you know, you get 2 weeks away. Okay, we're all meeting in front of the big black building. And 7 o'clock. And the people that show are the ones that want to be there. And the people that don't show are the ones that didn't. People are not going to, you know, people that want to show for advertising dollars, those people are not there for the true intent of what it's about. Alright, anyway, that's it, folks. 2 things that I wanted to touch on. It's just kind of a boring video. Alright, anyway, I'm sure I will talk to you all later. Take it easy.